All right, no introductions or outros today, but if you want to, just saying, just put it out there, like, share, comment, subscribe if you guys feel like it. And as always, share the video around, comment if you want. Anyways, I know it's about 2, 3, 4 days older than most. I still want to get on top of it. I still want to do Johnny Smiley one after like Sunday, maybe Monday at the latest. Because I know it's on the brand new Hell of a Boss episode that just came out. And I might do a death battle. I think I haven't ran to do a death battle video in a long ass time. I know they said they were going to start charging more extra money in the Patreon account to keep it going. I think August, September, a couple months ago. So 4.5 months earlier. Then after that, we'll be done. I'll probably be back next year, January 7th or 8th. Maybe at the latest, the 9th of January. So there's that. And there's a little bit of extra news I really want to talk about. Besides the Superman one, there was another one. Oh, man, I hope it's not true, but it might be. Who knows? It has something to do with Netflix. It was something else. But anyways, this Andrew Tate video is explaining the whole thing about Romania and all that. So yeah, Mr. Tate, I know. Mr. Top G of Hustlers University. I know had no sexual relations of human excrementing or human suspiciousness of women and bitch-slapping women all over the place or anywhere else. Anyways, I swear to God, I'm not getting sponsored by this, but these Mario Gummies things are freaking bomb. So I'm not sure if the camera can pick that up, but it was really freaking good. I'm a grown man saying it. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, Andrew Tate speaks on the news prosecuting him and his brother Tristan Tate. Trafficking won't proceed, racketeering, I should have said. In Romania, after November, a judge that ruled that prosecutors needed to fix up their case for it was continued forward 2 days ago. I thought it was 4 or 5 days. I don't mind. I might do this on Saturday. It'll probably be Sunday and then Monday, and then that's it. You won't see me for 2.5 weeks. I gotta take my vacation so I don't burn out on YouTube. And I just really want to try to start being more active in the neighborhood too. So I'll read the article. I think it was either from BBC or like Court News. I was gonna read it from the Telegraph. So without further ado, let's hear what the dudes gotta say.
Even better than a not guilty verdict, a judge has decided there's not enough evidence to even send this to trial. There's no evidence of crimes. None of this makes sense. They print an indictment with thousands of pieces of paper, which doesn't mean anything. It doesn't add.
I don't know about that. It might mean something. Depends. This is the furthest I could get it for the widescreen because I tried doing it before. Unless I get the Instagram freaking app, I don't want my phone to get over flooded with freaking memory. So I just gotta do it like that. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an attorney, I'm not a judge, I'm not a general advisor or any of that shit, so I don't know how that freaking law works. A lot of it to me is just a lot of bullshit, corruption. My personal opinion is the World Economic Forum, fools like Gates and all these fools that really run the shit are the small hat people. They're the ones that have the last word. They're the judge, the jury, and executioners, in my opinion. And unless you're in that group, it is what it is, in my opinion. Because there's some scary ass shit out there, honestly. If you're guilty or not, it doesn't matter. Anyway. Alright, I'm back again. Sorry, my roomies or whatever, I had to re-edit everything, so you can see a blocked area here. So anyways, so you're going to see Mr. Tate, Top G, monster manipulator, women, says. He's still doing that evil Freemason symbol. I wish he would do that. It's bad.
Add up to a crime. They falsified evidence. The whole thing is garbage. The case is now officially dismissed. But if there's no evidence to take me to trial, this begs a very pertinent question. There was never any evidence to put me in jail. There was.
I don't know about that. That was rusting the internet 3.5 years ago. They crucified the hell out of that dude. Like I said, I don't know if he's really into the whole secret side of the Matrix is out to get him, you know? Hey, there is a Matrix paradigm shift. The politics, I know left, right, is mainly a bunch of puppets that control either the banks, the New World Order, Brooklyn Now-Form, whatever evil satanic corporations out there. That part's real, but I don't know if the dude's compromised or not. He might be, he might not be, because if he was fighting against the system, then he probably would have got pew-pewed, like what happened to JFK. Who knows? Let's move on.
There was never any evidence to raid my house 5 times. There was never any evidence to keep me travel banned for 3 years. There was never any evidence to stop me seeing my children. There was never any evidence to stop me seeing my mother when she had a heart attack. There was never any evidence.
Oh, I forgot. His own mother had a freaking stroke heart attack. What? Oh, that one. That one flew over my head. I didn't keep up to date with that. I remember watching the Turkey Tom Dart video. I'll leave a link to his video in the description box below if you want to check it out yourself. Way more bigger channel than mine, so let's keep moving.
Evidence to steal all of my cars and all of my money and all of my wealth. There was never any evidence for the media, which were very complicit, to try their very best to slander me, to bother my mother after she had an operation, trying to make her cry, to make my children sad, to make the women around me sad. This is not just about my brother and I. We're tough guys. Every single person who loves us has suffered, and there's never been any evidence in the first place, like we've been telling you for 3 solid years. We've been telling you this for 3 solid years.
See, it's the thing, I'm not sure if he's putting on a act, because I remember in the early 2000s, I think it was on the UK British version of Big Brother, and then a lot of reality shows are scripted and fake BS, just there to like give a lot of money and cash and a lot of attention and clout chasers, like dumbass idiots out there. I wish they wouldn't do this, but unfortunately some people do. There's narcissism and illness in the full, so I don't know if he had any acting coaches or training coaches that told him to say this, or he's really wearing his heart sleeve and he means every single word he says. I don't know the dude personally, never had a drink with him, never smoked weed or cigars with the dude. I don't know how much motherfucker is IRL. I don't know, sometimes he's been a meme, other times we'll disagree, and sometimes I may agree slightly. Some people, they see him as a clown, but hey, I don't know about the women part allegation. See, that's the whole reason he got into that EX. I don't know if he got into the trafficking shit. That's what really scarred him back in 2022, and it's almost 2025. It's crazy times we live in. Let's move on.
This is a bittersweet day. I'm happy because finally an honest judge did the right thing and threw this case out. I am happy because I got to enjoy this perilous path with the person I love the most on the planet, which is my brother, Tristan Tate. He is the best brother on the planet. And when we shook hands, irregardless of the circumstance, even when we were sitting in a jail cell together, we only laughed and smiled. We are ready to die together. We have been since the moment we were born. And there is no better feeling on earth than knowing you have a brother who's ready to die beside you. We are the type of men who will charge at the gunfire after a quick nod of heads. We don't care. We were ready for 20 years in Rehoboth. We knew this was a setup. We knew this was a Matrix attack. We didn't expect justice at any point during this, but we fought tooth and nail. My legal team and everyone around me said, Andrew, just be quiet. If you're quiet, you can make it go away. Don't.
You should have took those advice from those lawyers and attorneys and people, unless I don't know the government Romania is. The Romanian government's a whole other different world compared to what is there here in the United States. It's a way, way different, whole other landscape. I don't know anything about it because I ain't a lawyer or attorney. I'm none of that shit whatsoever, period. So, I don't know how that shit system works. Maybe they're all out to get them. The Matrix Paradigm was out to get them. They had secret sleeper agent dudes. People from MK Ultra psyops and shit. They were gonna have guns blazing going after Tate. Who knows? I doubt it. I'm not siding with the dude. I don't know my role. I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm not saying he's an evil piece of shit. I don't know. And it's kind of murky in the waters. Like, I don't know Elon Musk. You know, sometimes he wants to do right for the United States. You know, the dude was born and raised in South Africa, but I look at his background, what his grandparents and great-grandparents was into. A lot more, I don't know if they're Freemasons, devil worshippers, Satanists, or Baphomet worshippers, or Luciferians, or Masonic fools, or Bilderberg Rockefeller fools, I don't know. Or Vanguard, Blackwater fools, because they were part of that system. It's hard to take Mr. Musk seriously, even though by the time 2030 comes, I don't even know he's working with the dudes from The Economist magazine, or the dude from Klaus Schwab. And these are real evil motherfuckers that they want the whole world to eat bugs, crickets, and cockroaches for the rest of their life. And God forbid, I don't want to eat no damn cockroach. No way. Or scorpion. Hell no. I still want to keep eating it too, but it's a fallen fucked up world. I don't know. Like I said, he should have kept his mouth shut, but he kept going. Whatever.
Don't make a big noise about it. Maybe we can do a deal behind the shadows. And I said, no. My father did not raise me to have the Tate name tarnished by liars and corrupt actors. I will fight tooth and nail from the absolute day I was first accused until the last day they throw me in jail, and from there, I will continue to fight. I'm an innocent man. I've done nothing wrong. I'm not going to be quiet. I'm not going to do a deal. I'm not going to lay down. I'm going to fight this absolutely tooth and nail. And everybody told me, you can't beat the system. If you make too big a deal of this, you are going to go to jail. And I said, I will go to jail for 20 years happily if everybody knows I am innocent. If everybody knows I've done nothing wrong, I'll suffer in jail. But I will not let people lie and slander the last name Tate when we've done nothing wrong. There is no such thing as light without dark. The light that radiates from the beauty.
Nobody doesn't start saying some as above, so below shit, because that's when you start getting some real scary Illuminati shit. So that, you already know I'm not into that stuff. I despise MFers that do that shit. I expect blood goddamn boil every time I see that shit, because it's fucking pathetic and minuscule as hell. These billionaire trillionaires fuck over an everyday average working pool. Just like these people I heard from 3 days ago, like these Amazon workers are trying to fight in the union and all that shit. Even though the Teamster stuff, I don't know, they're part of some weird ass Knights Templar Masons or girl. I don't know. They are. It sucks. They were fighting with the wrong person. My personal opinion, the Antichrist got him blind. Nothing else to say there. He said they ruined the reputation of Tate. And I heard stuff from his dad too. They said his dad was a real messed up abuser. Used to beat the crap out of his wife. I'm not sure if that's true. And he worked for like the CIA back in the day too. So it's murky in the waters a little bit. I don't know.
Beautiful brotherhood I share with Tristan must be balanced. And the balance to that dark are nightmares, which I've suffered ever since I was put inside of that jail cell. I still wake up at night looking for cockroaches inside of my blankets. I still smell that jail. I didn't go to jail in England. I didn't go to jail in fucking America. I went to jail in Romania. I was thrown in an Eastern European prison. Do you have any idea the conditions in an Eastern European jail? And there was never any evidence for me to be there in the fucking first place. I think God is giving me these nightmares to ensure that my wounds stay fresh. Because it would be very easy for me now that the first case has been thrown out. The second case will follow quickly. Within a few weeks, we'll be back on private jets, back on our Bugattis, back on yachts, living a good life. We could just ignore all this, live and let live, make it all go away. No big deal, we were found innocent. But I still can't sleep. So why would God still be keeping me awake at night unless he...
I don't know. I'm not trying to get a religion because I know he's worshiping that whole Islamic thing or whatever. I'm not trying to be a Bible thumper. I was raised in an evangelical Christian church because a lot of stuff, it's bad. They're trying to wipe small hat people off the map and all that. And I'm not going to get into that. The only thing I know is that a lot of them come from a lot of fucked up savagery places where they want blood, death, and violence and gore everywhere. Gone. Just like what happened literally yesterday. I'm not going to get into it, but I heard it was some so-called, I don't know if it was a racist attack, the word that rhymes with lice, but put a CR at the end in the beginning part of it. Some bad event happened in Germany, and 2 people got whacked, unfortunately, and the rest got hurt. So, whether it was a psyop or real, I don't know. And that's where a lot of Islamic stuff, extremism, comes from. It's messed up.
He want my wounds to still hurt, unless he understands that innocent men being told they're innocent isn't justice. Justice is when liars. Justice is when corrupt actors. Justice is when complicit media outlets. Justice is when people who have tried their very best to put an innocent man in jail purely because they don't like what he says. Not because he's guilty, because they don't like what he says. They had no interest in the truth. They just wanted me to be guilty because they didn't like me. Justice is when they feel the full weight of the law. And perhaps he has enacted me, chosen me as his soldier because I am 38 years old. I have 35 more years to live. I have unlimited resource. I can't sleep. I'm petty. And I can ensure that everybody who has ever said my name in a negative light regrets the day they were chasing the attention and chasing the likes on Twitter, because it's not going to be worth it. I have done nothing wrong. Hundreds of millions of dollars of compensation are going to flow my way. And it's not about the money. It's about making people understand that just because you do not like somebody, just because you do not like the words they say, just because they said some stupid things on the internet 10 years ago, just because they offend you with their jokes, does not mean they should be locked up innocently. All people, including my enemies, deserve a fair trial and deserve freedom if they are innocent. But my enemies are not innocent. And my enemies are never going to apologize. Never.
I wish it would say which the names, what are the names and labels of these corporations, organizations, of these enemies that he's speaking about. That's what I want to know. But if he's not going to freaking reveal those names, in my personal opinion, it's a little bit of guiltiness there. I don't know the dude personally. I keep saying it over and over. I don't want to be a broken record, but I don't know the dude higher up. Whether he has real people that are going after him or not, that's something that, and things from 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I remember on the internet, 4chan, Reddit, shit that I said, I wish I could go away forever. And luckily all those accounts are stuff from old school MySpace and Yahoo Answers, all that shit's gone. Thank God it's deleted. I don't think nobody put on Internet Archives unless they put it on their Wayback Machine. There's some stuff I said that just sounded a little bit racist back then, but luckily I grew up, I learned how to be more respectful to society. Let's move on.
Never going to apologize to my mother, never going to apologize to my children, never going to apologize to the people around me who have suffered even more than my brother and I. But they will pay. Because as I said after my first cancellation, it was a fair warning because I am a fair man. I do not hit people without telling them I will hit them first. My unmatched perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. The counterattack has been long planned. It's quite interesting how much time you have to think and be creative inside of a Romanian dungeon. And now, finally, as the dominoes start to fall, as the house of cards of lies is collapsing in real time, the counterattack comes closer and closer to fruition. My brother and I have always been innocent. We were attacked because of our monumental fame and the work we were doing at the time to break the matrix. The reason Trump is in office, the reason everyone's now based in telling...
Don't even get to the orange band full Trump, bro. That dude's a pot and paid for actor, in my personal opinion. He's an Askanashi small person. Trump's still one of them, bro. He might have got one so-called selected. My personal opinion, he wasn't elected. He was selected by the higher-ups that control the fucking planet. It's going to get the whole conspiracy theory show, so I'm just going to shut up on that. Long story short, all the ones that control the Middle East, in parts probably Sweden and Switzerland, those are, my personal opinion, real, behind closed doors, behind the curtain, ascendant people, the Council of the Nines, that control everything that what happens in the U.S. and Canada, in my opinion. And Trump's just gentleman, just like be the car dealership salesman. I've said it before, I'll say it again. He wants to support him, and I'm going to shit him for that. But my personal opinion, he's controlled opposition, even though he's the better choice, but whatever.
Telling the truth. The reason the masculine youth are rejecting the programming, the reason all of these things are happening was by no small part down to my brother and I personally. It's not just us, but we were part of the entire culture war. They tried to get rid of us. They tried to make us suffer. And I promise you, now that the war has been won, and now that my final paperwork is being stamped before I am released, the people who have done this, who have tried to make us suffer injustice purely because we were trying to do the right thing, are going to pay the price.
We'll see what ends up happening, bro.
Case dismissed.
Anyways, get thoughts and any speculations real quick. One, two things I'll say is this, like I say it before, I'll say it again. If he goes that same lavish lifestyle, getting his Bugatti, his nice yacht, and his expensive $1 trillion stuff, settlements and all that shit, whether it was from, hopefully it was from traffickers, evil scumbags of the earth that control the world. I don't know if he's friends with them. If he was friends with the other Behito dude that died a couple of years ago, the Henry Kissinger dude. Ain't a lot of evil, fucked up crap in history. Look it up. If it's still on Google, we'll see what he did or the Rothschilds and all that crap did. They fucked up the world badly, but to them it's a game of chess and checkers, man. You know, he likes chess, but a lot of scary, subliminal, esoteric symbolism that goes on with that shit. And I don't like that either. It gives me chills. It makes me almost piss myself thinking about that. I don't know. Whether it's... Hopefully he's not a double agent like the whole Minority Report movie back in the day, or that Matt Damon movie, I forgot what it was called. Born Identity, Born Ultimatum. If he really lives that lifestyle, it's insane as hell. I can't imagine, because I know I've spent Latino prisons, Brazilian prisons, especially Asian prisons. Those are the worst. Those are literal hells of earth. I've seen documentaries on those things, and thank God, if I had to ever go to American prison, I'd rather go into that one compared to the ones over there. There was cockroaches, dog shit everywhere, literal dog shit. And there's no freaking air conditioners there. Whatever slop they give you, that's it. I don't even think you get freaking nice freaking uniform suits either. Those are jumper suits. That's crazy. So I'm going to read the news article thing. Hopefully it's on there. I'll see in a second. Alright, so there's two of them. The one from BBC, you guys can read your own time. It's going to read a little bit of that. Influencer Andrew Tate avoids Romanian traffic, you know what, racketing. Trial for now. True facts of rape, wow. And beating charges in Britain, along with tax evasion, plus a new investigation in Romania involving, you know what, December 19th. So you'll probably see it Sunday if you don't see it Saturday. Romanian court on Thursday granted an appeal to controversial influencer Andrew Tate, refusing to put him back on trial of human racketing. Charges for now, referring the case by prosecution, U.S.-born Brighton and his brother Tristan, who said they're innocent, are accused of having a lot of bad stuff, of networks in early 2021, Romania and Britain. Prosecutors alleged 38-year-old Tate, known as his brother Tristan, is only a year older than me, he's 36, not that far away. Excuse me. And two women set up a criminal, you know what, and other things I can't say. It's very, very bad stuff because YouTube don't like that. Several victims. The ruling comes as Romanian court found court irregularities in the indictment Tate in mid-November, ordering the prosecution to rectify them. On Thursday, the Bucharest appeals a court decision. A return public prosecution, a case when the indictment was issued by which consistencies were set in trial, said in a statement. And all the stuff that Tate said, I'm not going to repeat that stuff again. His brother Tristan said that the quote, decision of a judge prosecution was underclosed fundamental flaws in the evidence presented. Tate's lawyer, Eugene, hope I'm saying this right, Vindiac or Vindinach, hailed from the decisions to quote significantly legal victory in the statement. There's a lot more here. It's tax evasion he did. Oh no, it's a little bit more. Read this. Alright, he turned to social media platforms to promote his divisive views, giving tips on how to be successful along with so that's all this stuff. A lot of the buzzwords there. I'm not saying that. Tate's videos made him one of the most world's best known influencers. His account, Collaborate Cobra Tate, and X has more than 10 million followers. So Elon Musk, I know he probably had a hand in that if I'm banning him. There was one small little bit of news. I'm going to say it later, though, because I don't want to say it right now, but another little bit of extra news. Only thing I'll say is this. It wasn't about Superman. It was about something else. There's more extra news on GTA 6. Might end up being more extra preachy and woke, which I'm not surprised. Sad times we're living now. That's all I said from on air. Peace out. Not sour, no outro. Talk to you guys soon. Extra cautious. See you in the next future commentary stuff, and I'm out. Take it easy. Bye.